Annie, hello everyone. I'm Mrs. Youngworth, and I wanted to share a special story with you all today because it's Indigenous Peoples Day. The story is called Turtle Island. Now, Indigenous Peoples Day is in recognition for the people who have always lived in this country in the United States. The Indigenous people, also known as Native Americans or American Indians, have been on this continent in North America since the beginning of time. There's artifacts that date back over 15,000 years. So we are the only people in the United States today who haven't come from another country. We've always been in this country. So Indigenous Peoples Day is in celebration of the contributions of Indigenous people in this country. So today we have 574 tribal nations in this country, and there's another 200 tribal nations that are still trying to get their recognition back. So in our state of Wisconsin, we have 12 tribal nations, and every tribal nation has their own creation story or how they feel the world came to be. And so the story that I'm going to read to you guys today, called Turtle Island, is just one of their creation stories. I hope you guys enjoy.
Turtle Island, retold by Kurt Bobby and Achilles Gentle, illustrated by Natalie Thiessen. Long ago, the entire world was covered with water. There were many different types of animals. Some animals lived in the water, and some lived in the air. The time came when Mother Earth was ready to bring new creatures into the world. She didn't want the new creatures to live in the water or the sky. She would need somewhere new for them to live. The animals wanted to help Mother Earth, so they told her stories of the soil far below. Mother Earth agreed that she may be able to use the soil to create something new. The loon was the first to volunteer to try and reach the soil. She flew high into the sky and came down in a dive straight into the water. But she was not even able to see the soil at the bottom. Next went frog, then dolphin, then seal, all to no avail. Next to try was the whale, who was the biggest and strongest of them all. He was underwater for a long time, returning with a huge splash and gasping for air. Whale was not successful in his attempt. The last to try was the brave little muskrat. Everyone laughed at him because he was so small, but Mother Earth said to let him try. Muskrat swam and swam until he was able to see the soil below. He thought he might not make it to the bottom and back alive, but he decided to try anyway. The other animals waited for the muskrat to return. They were all sad to see the muskrat's lifeless body float to the surface. When they looked in his little paw, they saw some soil. The muskrat was able to make it to the bottom, something no one else could do. The turtle agreed that he would support the new land on his back. Mother Earth took the soil and placed it on the top of the turtle's back. The turtle began to grow larger and larger. Mother Earth now had a place for her children to live. She cast seeds of life all over the new land. On the turtle's back grew many rivers, lakes, plants, flowers, and beautiful trees. It was now home to all of Mother Earth's creatures, the water animals, the sky animals, the land animals, and the brave little muskrat's family. This map is the lands in North America that Indigenous people refer to as Turtle Island. If you look at this map, it actually looks like it is in the shape of a turtle. So when Indigenous people say they're from Turtle Island, this is what they are referring to. These lands include lands in our country, the United States, plus Canada, and if you look at the tail also includes Mexico. So all these people living within Turtle Island are considered Indigenous people.